Alright, what is up, guys? This is the first additional baby goat content video. And I'm not going to edit this, so this is just going to be like one long clip, and I kind of want to just be able to interact with you guys like this a little bit more casually, because I mean, like in the vlogs, they're all edited, so like this is just something that's just pure, raw, uncut, and I wanted you guys to be able to see this. So I'm just gonna go into the email, the Secret Baby Goat email, okay, and I'm gonna answer the questions for you guys. And first of all, I want to say thank you guys for watching my videos. I seriously appreciate it so much. Like, making videos, filmmaking is my absolute passion besides football. I love doing it, and it's really been cool for me to have an audience of people that watch my videos. And you guys are at a whole nother level for getting into this baby goat club that we have here. So thank you so much. Okay. Here we go. We're in the emails. NALF baby. Oh, I'm not gonna say the email just in case I don't know. Well, I'll ask you guys, and because you guys can comment on this video, I'll ask you guys if you guys think it's okay if I like post this publicly to my channel ever, like maybe a month later or whatever. Right now, this content is just for the baby goats, so we'll talk about that. All right, here we go. First question from Sylvia. Concerning traveling alone on your own, what are the benefits and where does it suck for you? Any tips for traveling without friends? Yeah, I'm like it might seem crazy to hear because I like post basically everything about my life on the internet, but I'm really such an introvert, and so traveling by myself is one of my favorite things to do. Like, I just did that trip to Budapest by myself, and I had such a good time. It's just the freedom being by yourself. You don't have to consult with anyone like, hey, let's go, what should we see today? Should we go here next? Where should we have lunch or whatever? Like, it's just you. Whatever you want to do, you go and do it. And so that's my favorite part about traveling alone. I will say that, like, last trip, I felt a little bit lonely, like, in the evening. So, like, I had great days, like, all day, running around, seeing all the sights, everything I wanted to see. And then, like, I got to, like, the cool beer garden in the middle of Budapest, and everyone's there at the tables having beers and stuff, and I was walking around, and like, I definitely wanted to sit down and have a beer and enjoy the music and stuff, but I was by myself, and I just felt like it wouldn't be great. And so that's like, once I got to that point, I was like, damn, I wish my friends came. But so there's pros and cons to it for sure. Okay, sorry if I ramble on too. I don't know how long this is gonna be. Okay. George asks, which equipment uses an American football playing in Germany? Where do you get it? Which brands do you prefer? I actually don't even know much about this. I just know I have a helmet. I only wear Nike cleats because I'm from Portland, and I get Nike stuff all the time. Gloves, Nike gloves, mouth guard. We get our stuff here in Germany from this store in Stuttgart. Actually, I think it's in Böblingen, called Daka Sports, and that's where we get our stuff. But I actually don't have too much information on this. I'm sorry, George. Alexander, I would like to know if you have any plans visiting Belgium or the Netherlands in someday, or even experiencing what Northern Germany has to offer. Yeah, I do. I seriously do. I know I say that all the time, but I really want to get up to like Northern Germany and Belgium and the Netherlands and that area up there. It's just like, it's farther away than it seems. Like, I was like, all right, maybe I'll go up to Northern Germany this weekend. Like, it's a 7-hour drive. So yeah, I absolutely have plans. I just don't know when. Because I mean, me and the guys have tried to plan to go to Amsterdam a couple times, and those plans have always just fallen through. And Northern Germany, yes, I need to get up there, and I just don't know when, but I will. Okay. Julia, thanks for that. What will you do for a living if you couldn't play football? I'd be a filmmaker, and that's my plan to be after my football career is over. What subject did you study at college? I studied marketing, so like advertisement and marketing. Do you think about living in Germany or any other European country permanently? Yeah, Actually, more and more so. And especially now since I have the Italian passport and it makes it less complicated, that's like a serious consideration for me. I really like living in Germany. I really like being in Europe. Of course I get homesick and stuff, but I don't think it's totally out of the question for me to live in Europe permanently. What is your life goal? To be happy and fulfilled. I probably would have said, like, you know, to win in the past, maybe even a couple months ago, but like to win an Academy Award and have houses everywhere and stuff like that. But now I'm starting to realize, people say this all the time, but that kind of stuff doesn't make you happy. So I just want to be happy and fulfilled, and I want to be a good person. Do you want a family of your own someday? Yes. I want a big family. I come from a big family. I have 4 little brothers, 1 older sister. We have 6 kids, and I would love to have a big family. What does your family to say about you living abroad? They like it and dislike it at the same time. They think what I'm doing is very cool, but it's also very hard, me being so far away. But with like technology, Skype and stuff like that, FaceTime, I can see them. It's so much better to be doing something like this in this day and age compared to, I mean, even like 20 years ago. Do you feel more safe in Europe than in the US? Because you talked about leaving your stuff at the cafe, and I would never do this, yes. Yeah, I kind of do. In certain situations, I do feel more safe. I don't really know why. Yeah, I do in some situations. I think it depends on where I am, if I'm in a city, if I'm in a smaller town. So that one's a hard question. Would you recommend Portland for traveling? Yes, I think Portland's a really cool city. It's got a very different vibe than a lot of other cities, and it's very alternative and hipster. It's also very beautiful, and the city is 1 hour. We have the mountains 1 hour away. We have the beach 1 hour away, so it's a really cool city. You go do the city trip, go check out the mountain one day, you know, go check out the beach the next day. There's a lot of stuff to do there, and in the whole Northwest region, it's an awesome place, even though I'm pretty biased. Thoughts on healthcare, gun laws, and Trump in general? Jeez, that's so hard. Healthcare, I think that, I just don't know enough about this. I think the idea of everyone being covered and universal healthcare is important and good, and I think that should be something that America does a better job prioritizing. I think Europe does a much better job about that. Like, I got my surgery, this surgery, collarbone surgery here in Germany, and it cost me $30 because I had to pay for my extra breakfasts that I got at the hospital, and that's it. And I think that's important, to take care of people. Gun laws are complicated. I don't think, certain people definitely should not be able to have a gun. And like, you know, the Second Amendment type stuff, that argument is very built into the American spirit, I think. And I mean, you guys probably saw that video where I went with my brothers and dad and we went shooting guns. Like, we have guns and stuff. But I definitely think that there needs to be more restrictions. But I think that someone that's a law-abiding citizen, like, should be able to have a gun, even though it kind of sounds crazy to Europeans. Yeah, I'm kind of like on the fence about it. That's a tough question. Okay, here we go. Kristen, I have a question in regards to friendship. In German, you have 2 terms, Bekannter und Freund. A Bekannter is someone you know and with whom you may have small talks with every once in a while. A Freund is someone you trust, share your thought. Yeah. No, she says, my impression is a lot of Americans tend to say, I made a lot of friends here, or he, she is my friend, even though they met this person not long ago. Yeah, I've heard this from Germans too, that, like, we'll say, I'll call somebody my friend, like, oh yeah, that's, you know, John, it's my new friend John, I just met him, it's my friend. And so no, we don't have another word like that. We're kind of loose with our friend terms, call anyone a friend. But that's very interesting. Carolina. A few questions to be considered. What filming equipment do you use? I use, this guy is a Canon G7X. It's a small little camera. It's fantastic. I love it. I use a DJI Mavic Pro drone. And I edit on my MacBook here, and I use Final Cut Pro 10. What did you study? I told you in marketing. How did you decide to make the move to Germany in particular? How was the initial adjustment period? Will you stay long after you're done playing for Unicorns? The move to get to Germany was... I addressed this in the documentary that's going to come out soon, so actually I'm not going to answer that yet. Will you stay after you're done playing for the Unicorns? I think that's very possible. What is your advice to anyone moving to a new country for university or a job? Personally, as a 25-year-old, I still struggle with making my parents understand that sometimes opportunities just take your places, which may or may not be on the other side of the continent or the world from them, and you have to seize them. Yeah, that's a tough one. But yeah, it sucks sometimes making your parents sad or your family sad if you need to go and like you said, seize an opportunity, but you have to do that. And in the long run, if you don't do that, you know, your parents want to see you succeed and be happy, and you have to follow these like dreams and follow your gut and do what's going to make you happy, because, you know, you're not going to be happy if you're just sitting at home, you know, just even if you're in close proximity with your family and parents, but you're not happy. That's not going to make them happy, I don't think. I think in the long term, they want to see you succeed, and if that means you have to be away for a while to do that, then you just got to do it, I think. Peter, buongiorno, NALF. Do you ever get homesick? Yeah, I get really homesick sometimes. Sometimes just like it'll hit me, just like, and I'm actually like kind of feeling homesick right now. It'll just hit me like with a wave, and it sucks. And it'll maybe last a day or two, and then that goes away, and then I feel better. It's usually when I'm not, like when I'm kind of sitting around not doing much. When I'm busy, I'm able to stay distracted. What do you think about the Austrian Football League? The Austrian Football League's pretty good, and Germany and Austria are the two best leagues in Europe. I love to play some Austrian teams. This question, ever thought about staying permanently in Germany, Italy? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading this. Miss BRNT, the Sandra, the namer of the baby goats. I'm trying to see if you have any questions. You give me a lot of good information and advice. To answer. Well, Sandra, there's no questions in here. But this is very good advice. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Some of these are just like advice, and this is good. This is how I want to communicate with you guys and the baby goats, because you guys have this channel to communicate with me, or this email address to communicate with me and give me advice. But right now I'm just doing questions and answers. Here we go. Paul. Are you going to do a Bruno and stay in Germany 10 plus years? Same question, maybe. Why don't you take German lessons? I'm sure there are plenty of willing young Fraulens to teach you. Actually, I just got an email from the Goethe Institute, and I'm going down there tomorrow for a meeting to possibly take a month of German lessons at the Goethe Institute. I see you're doing weights, but how much cardiovascular do you do? Frankfurt game last week looked tough because of that heat, but you were on the field for a lot of the time. You looked very tired at the end. Yeah, I do not like cardio for football. It's not like going on runs, like jogs. It's like, you know, you do 10 sprints with 30 seconds rest. So it's a different type of cardiovascular conditioning. Definitely more Gary Tutu. He is such a nice guy, very funny and intelligent. Yes, he is. Gary's one of my best friends here in Germany. Have you ever played rugby? Any thoughts? It's my sport in college. I've never played rugby. I think it's so cool, and I always wonder if us football players would be good at rugby. I feel like I could be pretty good at rugby if I tried it, but I don't know. I don't know how the skills translate. What do you think of the standard of football in GFL? How does it compare to the US? This is a good question. The GFL football, I think, is getting better and better. I think that there's certain pockets of the game that are very good competition. There's certain teams that are really good. There's some teams that are not as good. So sometimes, like, when us, the Unicorns, which is one of the top teams in Europe, we're playing someone like Frankfurt or the Braunschweig Lions or something, those teams, like those kind of games, I would compare to like the level of college that I played, like Division I AA college games. So I think it's pretty good, and it's just getting better. What's the best time of year to visit Portland? Visit Portland in the summer. It's absolutely beautiful. No humidity, sunny, super green, a lot of things to do. Go to Portland in the summer. The vibes of the Unicorns seem so good. Why do you think it is? Yeah, the vibe of the Unicorns is very good. The Unicorns, and a lot of this, oh gosh, a lot of this is in the documentary, guys. So Paul, I'm not going to answer that yet, okay? But the documentary is coming out soon, hopefully. I always say that. Martin, that's just a confirmation. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. This is Timo. Thanks for the advice. Okay. Nikolai, thank you for the advice. Tobias. Here's some questions. Okay. Where's your favorite place in Schwäbisch Hall? I love to lay in the grass down in the park, like in that grassy island area, and just chill and read a book or listen to a podcast on a sunny day. Where's your favorite place at home in the U.S.? I travel to New York, LA, San Diego. Maybe you have a secret tip for me. My favorite place at home, I really like the Northwest where I'm from. I just think it's awesome. Seattle and Portland in the summer. I mean, in the winter they're pretty gray and rainy, but in the summer that's the most beautiful place in the U.S., I think. How long do you want to play for the Unicorns, or is your final target the NFL like MOBA? I want to play for the Unicorns as long as my body allows me to, so as long as I'm healthy enough. I actually don't really have crazy NFL aspirations. I love what I'm doing right now and being able to combine football and filmmaking, and so after I was done playing football in college, I went to film school and I thought, all right, I'm done with football. That comes up in the documentary. So, what country or city do you most want to travel to? I think next on my list would be Croatia. Is where I want to go to next. Do you have any other hobbies like football or vlogging? Football, vlogging, filmmaking, working out, and just that takes up a lot of time. So no, right now I don't think I have any other hobbies. I play the piano, but I don't have anywhere to play the piano here in Germany. I don't know where I can. So I'm thinking of like buying a keyboard at least to have in my room, but I haven't been able to play the piano, but when I'm home, I play the piano every day. I love doing it. It's super relaxing. Do you plan a baby goat meet and greet? That's probably a good idea. We should do that. Thanks, Toby. Okay. SH, thank you for the suggestions. Bamberg, yeah. I need to go there. Okay, Ellie, that's just a confirmation. Good. Go, baby goats. Evelyn, so we can really ask you anything. Now I'm curious about the Q&A video. My question for you is, how does it feel to share your life or certain parts of it with so many people you don't even know? Isn't it strange sometimes? Yeah, it is strange. It's really, it's fun and cool, but then it's also very weird because like sometimes people will come up to me. It's like everybody knows me, but I don't know them. So like people know me and come up to me and this will happen a lot. They'll come up and start talking to me very familiarly, and I'll like think, oh my gosh, I've forgotten this person. I forgot their name. I can't remember where I know them from. And then it will turn out I don't know them. They've just seen my videos. So that's always like confusing and a very weird experience, and I never really get used to it. Because if someone comes up and starts talking to you super friendly and asks you about certain things, like, hey, how's this, whatever. You don't want to be rude and be like, who are you? And so I'm always just a little bit confused. So that's weird, but it's definitely part of, that's what happens when you post everything about your life, or a lot of things about your life, on the internet. Okay. Dominic, confirmation email, good. Okay, Ellie, awesome. Awesome. This is recommendations. Thank you, Ellie. All right. Here we go. Katrin. You broke your collarbone. Does it hurt sometimes, or does this injury affect you training or on the turf? Yep, broke my collarbone 2 years ago. I had a metal plate and screws in there for like a year and a half, and it's still sensitive and hurts and stuff, and I can't do like some of the exercises that I used to do, like bench press and stuff. I just really can't do them the same because it just hurts really badly and feels like it's gonna snap or something. And so I've had to modify some things for sure. What do you do to stay healthy while playing football, a sport which has so much impact on your body? It's hard, gotta be smart. As I'm getting older, I'm being much more conscious about what I eat, and making sure like I'm hydrated and taking care of my body. Like when I was younger in college, like, you know, eat whatever, blah, 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 and feel fine. But now I'm starting to realize how everything that you do, everything that you consume, has an impact on your body, and something, you know, if the muscle's tight up here, it can affect something down here. And so really just try to take care of everything, and that's a big part about staying healthy. Special diet, I often miss some greens on your plate. Should athletes eat more healthy? Yeah. Yeah, I hate fruits and vegetables. I've started to eat salad since I've been out here in Germany, and so I actually have a lot of salad, but I'm definitely slacking. I should eat more healthy. So probably as I continue to get older, I will have to keep improving my diet. Okay. Peter. Whoa, this. Wait, it says Peter, okay. Stefan. Peter or Stefan, whichever name you are. He's made me an Excel sheet to help me organize the baby goat stuff, because it's really, really hard and stressful to respond to the emails. This is awesome. I'm going to put this to the test. Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Ellie, thank you for the suggestions. Very awesome. Question. Inga, confirmation. Basir, confirmation. Jamie. Some questions I have. What kind of drone do you use? Did the camera come with the drone? If not, what camera do you have on the drone? I asked because the footage you get from your drone is amazing. Thank you. I use a DJI Mavic. Excuse me, DJI Mavic Pro. I used to use the DJI Phantom. It's the big white one, but it was just so big and like such a hassle to like bring along when I was traveling. So I upgraded to a smaller one, the Mavic, and it's fantastic. I don't see any less, like any difference in the quality. And the camera is built onto the drone. It's like a 4K camera, so it's not like something I attach. Have you been to the Oktoberfest in Munich? Yep, I went to Oktoberfest my first year out here in 2016. It was awesome. It's crazy. It was crazy. I would like to go back again. All right, thanks, Jamie. Max, I'd love to hear more about how you became a football player in Germany, how it is to be a college athlete. I'm sorry, I know I keep saying this, but that'll come up in the documentary. Oliver, awesome. Suggestions? Thank you, Ollie. Inga, my question would be, does the Unicorn Management allocate 2 or 3 year contracts to American players or simply annual contracts? For how many more seasons are you actually planning to stay in Germany? Oops, sorry. So this thing only records for like 30 minutes at a time, so that's why there's a jump there. But yeah, I would be a filmmaker. But no, I mean, I have kind of like a vague map of what I want to do, but I don't think about it too often. I really just like think about the present. I don't know. I need to maybe start thinking more about the future, but I feel like if I focus on, it's like, I guess think big, act small is kind of like a good way to look at it. So like, yeah, I have got like big plans and thoughts and ideas, but I'm just like acting very small steps at a time. And I think that's like the best way for me to go about my life. Okay. Who is that? Okay. Michael. Here we go. Have you always lived in Portland? Yep. Born and raised in Portland, Oregon. It's awesome. What was it like growing up in a big family? Are you a family person? Yes. It was and has been amazing growing up in a big family. I always feel bad for people that are just like only children. I have no siblings. Having siblings is one of the best things in my life. Are you the oldest? How old are your siblings? I'm the second oldest. I have an older sister, Jamie. She's 27. Then me, 26 now. Wow. Anthony's 24. Joey's 22. Mikey is 20, and Andy is 16. Baby Andy. Those are my siblings. Was it difficult for you to choose the right college? For how many colleges did you apply, and was the University of Washington your first choice? I didn't go to University of Washington. I went to Georgetown University, and I knew that I wanted to go to a highly academic school on the East Coast and play football. And once I was recruited to play football at Georgetown, that was the only school that I applied to, because they like guarantee your admission if you're a football recruit. What was your major? Marketing. Was it difficult for you to go to college? Distance, friends and family? Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. It's a flight away. Like, Georgetown was across the country from Portland. It's a flight, but it'd be the same if I was going to college in like Los Angeles or something. It's still a flight away. Like, you have to get on an airplane. You can go home the same amount of times. So I don't think it's as big a deal as people think to go across the country. I mean, it's hard sometimes, but I think it's not crazy. Why did you quit film school in LA? That it's talked about in the documentary. Have you traveled within the USA, and which places would you recommend? Yeah. The coolest thing that I did in the USA was I did a cruise up to Alaska. And I thought that was so cool. Alaska was so beautiful. I also like the Northeast. Like Washington, D.C., where I went to college, is an amazing city. I think it might be one of my favorite cities in the States. So if I were to recommend two places, I would say Alaska, Washington, D.C. When did you start playing the piano? I started playing the piano when I was in first grade, so that's like age 6 or 7 maybe. Okay. Can you name some composers that you like most? Not really. Is there homophobia in the NFL or any openly gay athletes? I'm asking because I don't know any gays in the German soccer league. Do you think there's still problems? No, I don't think so. And like the first openly gay football player was drafted in, I don't know when, a couple years ago maybe, but I don't think there's really a problem. How does your mom look so young on your Instagram photos? She looks amazing. Yes, my mother is amazing. She never ages. Well, that's what, maybe you can answer a few. All right. Okay, Michael. One question, Euro Bowl. Are the unicorns in the competition? How does it work? No, we don't. We're not participating in the Euro Bowl because it's kind of has just turned into like a German tournament. So it's always like, you know, the Euro Bowl final was the other day, and it was Frankfurt versus Braunschweig, and we play both those teams in the regular season. So the unicorns have opted to not participate in the Euro Bowl until certain things change. What is your opinion? We, your followers, viewers, know pretty much about you. You know, you show us a lot in your vlogs, so we, the most of us, I think, see you as a friend. But you don't know anything about most of us. Is it not strange for you when you meet people who watch your videos, knowing so much about you, seeing you as a friend? Yeah, Dennis, yeah, that's super, like I said a little bit earlier, that's a very weird aspect of vlogging and posting videos on YouTube. Let's see. MP. You kind of avoid talking about religion and politics, like you probably should, but I wonder if you're religious. You mentioned that your family is Catholic and that you went to Catholic school and all, but I want to know if you are a religious person. I wouldn't be too much disappointed if you don't answer this question. It's personal and I understand you not wanting to share this with the internet. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess... I definitely consider myself a Catholic. Like my family's Catholic, baptized Catholic. I grew up going to Catholic school. Even my college was Catholic. But I don't know how, and I definitely have a nice like spirituality side to me for sure. I don't know how big of a fan I am of organized religion. I don't have like too strong of opinions on it, you know. I just try and be a good person and yeah, I kind of go in like waves of like how I feel about it. So I don't know. I guess that's all I'm gonna say for now. But maybe someday I'll like talk in depth about that. It's a fascinating thing. Politics, I hate politics. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Anna. My question is, how long did it take before you could play again after the operation? I couldn't play for 3 months. So I got my operation on June 2nd, 2016, and then I could play on September 3rd, 2016. So the whole summer I was out. And it turns out that my bone was still broken when I played and played in those last 4 games. I went back to the States, got another x-ray, and it was broken. So I shouldn't have played. Linda confirmed on the baby goats. Good. Confirmed, Alex. You're confirmed on the baby goats. Dennis. Do you have a favorite color? Which one? Yes, my favorite color is green. And not just because I play for the Unicorns, but that's always been my favorite color since I was a little tiny person. Do you have any tips for learning a foreign language? Well, I'm not great at learning a foreign language, but the best thing I would say is whenever you're watching Netflix, put on subtitles in that language. And also talk to people in that language. What's your favorite drink? Alcoholic, non-alcoholic? I love bubble water. I love it. For non-alcoholic, I don't, and then alcoholic, just like a nice Weizen, nice cold Weizen. It's great. Okay. Matthias, I have 2 questions. How do you want to be called? Nalf, Nick, Nicholas, and what do your friends and family call you? Okay. How do you want to be called? I would like to, you can call me Nick or Nalf. Don't call me Nicholas. No. Nick or Nalf. My family calls me Nick. They don't call me Nalf. That'd be weird. But I like my friends all call me Nalf. Second, I'm a pastor in a German Protestant church. After graduating from seminary, I did an internship of sorts in the U.S. in the United Church of Christ in Pennsylvania. Of course, I noticed differences between church life in Germany and the U.S. So my question is, are you in any way affiliated with church or another religion? Do you make any experience with religion in Germany? Same kind of thing. I haven't had like experience with religion in Germany, but I'm affiliated with the Catholic Church. I'm Catholic and go to mass like very sporadically when I'm at home, and but no, so I can't really compare them because I haven't had an experience here in Germany. Mizuki, no questions for now. Just confirming, cool. Jan, confirming, no questions, good. Calf, here's my questions. Growing up in the USA, were you aware of your Italian heritage? Did your family consider itself Italian? Did you celebrate Italian holidays or cook certain Italian meals? Well, my grandfather on my dad's side is the one who's full-on Italian, and so whenever we go up to their house, they live in Seattle, we'd really kind of feel the Italian heritage with what they cooked and what we talked about and stuff like that. But No, we never like celebrated Italian holidays or anything. I consider myself very American Italian. But now I'm starting to feel a little bit more connection to the country because I have the citizenship. How is it growing up with so many siblings? Amazing. Seriously, amazing. Is there any rivalry between the football player and brothers? I don't think we really have a rivalry at all. Everyone just wants each other to do well. Like, we all work out together when I'm home and we're all home. We all go on the field together and stuff and support each other. There's like, I don't think there's any rivalry. Maybe when we were little, but yeah, it's all just been support. Did you do any other sports besides football? I played basketball when I was little, tried baseball, hated it. I did track and field, like sprints. What else did I do? Soccer. I played soccer until like 7th grade. I didn't play football. I started football very late by American standards. Okay. Michael, so he wants to see more American football stuff. Yeah, like I said, the reason that sometimes I don't want to put on too much football stuff on my channel is because I don't want to oversaturate you guys, the audience, with too much football stuff, because this documentary that I'm going to be putting out soon is all football. And so I just don't want to oversaturate you. So that's the explanation. Maybe I've held it back too much, but that's what my thinking has been. Judith, let's see. How and when do you edit your YouTube videos? That is a good question. And it's so hard. I edit them in the evening usually. So like I'll shoot all day. If I'm doing like a regular vlog, I'll be filming all day and then come back from dinner, and then maybe I'll edit the video from like 7 to 9 or 10 p.m. If I don't finish it and need to go to sleep, then I'll wake up at 6 or 5:30 and finish editing it, and then, because it takes like an hour to upload it on our internet here, so that's when I edit it. The editing part of being a YouTuber is the most difficult. It's very hard. What kind of movies do you like? I like crime movies like Goodfellas and The Departed. How do you like making a movie on order when it's not your own project? That's interesting. I actually really struggle with that. This is one of the things I really like about YouTube. I kind of just like working by myself with film. It was one of the things that I struggled with in film school. I actually got in trouble for we were supposed to be collaborating with other students, and I kind of just went off and made a film by myself, or just shot some things by myself. And I don't know, I just feel like when I'm making something for somebody else on order, I always kind of struggle with that, like kind of showing them, all right, here's what I've done. They're like, oh, what if you try this? And I just don't like it. That's why I like being the boss of it. That's why I like YouTube. When I'm done with the video and I think it's ready, boom, I upload it. I'm the boss of it. So maybe there's something wrong with me, but that's how I feel. How do you drink your coffee? American, Italian, or German style? I think I drink it American style. A lot of times in a to-go cup, not very good. Can you cook? No. I cannot cook. What is pre-game food? Pre-game food is just like, a lot of times people will eat pasta and stuff. It's supposed to, the idea is to give you carbohydrates that give you energy to play. But I actually really can't eat on game days, so I will just eat a little bit of granola and yogurt in the morning, and then I don't eat, because I just don't want to, I don't like to feel full. Okay. Henrik, what are your thoughts before heading to Germany about your family, especially your grandparents, if you thought they could get ill or something worse while you're in Germany and you would not be there to help them or wouldn't have spent enough time with them? Yeah, that's always a hard thing when you leave and live in a different country or live far away, but when I'm home, I spend a lot of time with my grandparents and my family and stuff, and you know, that's I don't know, that's kind of hard stuff to think about. How many times a week do you guys practice in the field, and how many times at the gym? Well, we have practice as a team just 2 times, and then we, like as Americans, try and get on the field 1 or 2 other times, and then usually at the gym like 4 to 5 times a week. So it's a lot of work. All right, oh boy, we got a lot more. Dennis. All right. So let's see more football related content. Yeah, I know, I will. I will be getting you guys that. Same questions. Do your parents support you playing football overseas, or would they like you to choose a different path, like a real career? I mean, you're obviously from an athlete family, but you probably know damn well how parents can be. My parents are so supportive, and they're like, they know that they're all for like us taking risks and following our passion and our dreams. And so they're not like, you know, your stereotypical parents like, hey, you went to this college, you got this degree, you need to go get this job. They're not like that at all. They're fully supportive of what us kids want to do, and which I'm really lucky for, because it would be hard if I had to like kind of pursue a risky profession and then also have to deal with parents who were not on board with it. That'd be really hard. To have your parents support you is very awesome. What are your plans for life after football? Will you pursue filmmaking as a career? Is that even an option? Don't get me wrong, you're a talented dude, but I'm a self-employed graphic designer myself, and times can definitely get tough. Yeah, I do have plans for, yeah, making films. I've got a couple documentary ideas that I'm going to be getting into development in the next couple of years. What are your brother Joey's chances of getting drafted? Joe has got, I think he's got a pretty good chance. He's got a fifth year here at Stanford, and I think if he has a good year, he's got a very good shot, which is super exciting. I mean, that would be so amazing to see my little brother get into the NFL. That'd be so cool. Okay, yeah, all right. So I'm not answering every question because there's a lot of kind of repeat ones. And I'm sorry, this video is going to end up being like an hour long. Sorry. Okay. I was wondering if you have something like a bucket list with the things you want to do, achieve before passing, or a bit more positively, before growing old. And if I have one, what are a few things on your list? I think the main thing that I want to do is make sure that I travel as much as possible, because that's, anytime I travel, I feel like I kind of gain another level in my development as a person. And I think that traveling is the best thing to help you develop and kind of see the world in different perspectives, see other people's ways of living, open your mind, and also just to see beautiful other areas and stuff. And so my bucket list is to travel as much as possible, because I think that will help me grow as a human as much as possible. Yes, okay, some more advice there. All right, thank you, Kara. Melanie. Okay, no, just confirmation, good. Yay, I'm a goat. Nan, you're a goat. Julia, probably Yulia, I mean. 2 questions. Will we be able to see the documentary on Netflix or elsewhere someday? Well, that's the thing that's going on right now, is trying to figure out where to release it, probably on like Amazon and iTunes. So I will keep you guys updated on that for sure. Another Trump question. Yeah, I think one of the worst things about it is just like, I just don't, it's a tough subject. I don't like it. All right. Next, Julia. Oh, like I said, how is it working with the baby goats? Do I have to find 3 more words next month? If you saw my video today, I said once you're in the baby goats, you're in the baby goats for life. So you don't need to keep finding the 3 words, all right? So you guys who are watching this, you're all in the baby goats. Forever. Okay. Barbara, you and your teammates have said a few times when it's raining in Germany, no one is outside. Please tell me, what do Americans do outside when it is raining? Well, I'm from Portland and it rains all the time in Portland, and so we just go out in the rain and just live life in the rain. I don't know. It seems like it's probably different in different areas of the States, but at least for me, the rain, at least growing up, has just been not a big deal. Jan, this is a confirmation. Okay. Okay, and confirmation, more confirmation. Same question, how long do you want to play football? Are you scared about the future? Like that you don't get a good and well-paid job because you played football for such a long time and didn't get any work experience. No, I'm not scared about that because I want to be able to do things on my own. So like I want to make documentaries where I'm the boss, I'm doing everything, and that's my ultimate job. I get like offers all the time to make videos to get paid. So like if I wanted to stop, like if I quit football right now, I could be a full-time filmmaker, but it would just be for like, you know, projects on contract, and I don't really want to do that. So that's, I mean, I do get work experience. You know, editing, I think that I'm a pretty good video editor, and I mean, I get so much experience like making YouTube videos. It's not like YouTube is very fun and cool, but it's also really developing my skills as a filmmaker, I think. So I think I am getting work experience every day. Simone, confirmation, good. Jeremiah's confirmation. Yulia, try and meet with a famous person in every city you go to and talk to them. That'd be a really cool idea. Okay. Rachel, were you given choice as to which country to move to? Yeah, well, I wanted to play football in Europe. Germany has the best football in Europe. The Unicorns are, well, one of the best teams in Europe. So that's how I ended up here. Will you consider staying in Germany? Same question. Would you consider moving to another country within Europe or outside Europe? Yeah, I kind of have an interest. I have an interest to live in Ireland for a while. At some point, I'd like to live in a couple different cities for a period of like 3 to 6 months, just to get the vibe and have this experience of living in different countries. So I would like to live in Ireland 3 to 6 months. I'd like to live in Rome for 3 to 6 months, I think. What did you study at college? Marketing. Sorry, so a lot of repeat stuff. Like I said, this is unedited, so this is just, you're getting the whole raw thing. So sorry if there's a lot of boring stuff. Same one, plan for the future. Yeah, more. All right, thanks, Connie. Okay, couple more, guys. Interesting. I'd like to know if you would also consider visiting some places of special interest when it comes to the history of German National Socialism between 1933 and 1945, or would that be too? Dang it! I don't know when this cut off. Sorry, I'm not editing this. This just shuts off after like 20 minutes, and I have to redo it. So this is from Thomas, and he asked if I have any interest in seeing stuff about German National Socialism between 1933 and 1945. And I said, yeah. I really would like to visit Dachau. I think this kind of stuff is super important, because he asked if this would be too heavy of a topic to put on the channel. I don't think so. I think it's an important topic. It's an interesting topic. And yeah, I mean, I'd like to go to Dachau, and like, I don't know if I would make a video there. Probably not. I just feel it, unless we made like a very, if I were to do that, it wouldn't be like a fun, good vibes vlog for sure. It would be a subtle, respectful video, but I really have an interest in doing that and seeing that stuff, because it's just an important part of history for sure. Guys, right now that is all on the Baby Goat's email address that I have. Okay, so I don't know how this went. So I think this is probably like 45 minutes or an hour or something. I don't know. I'll be uploading this, so let me know how this was, if it was good, if you guys think I should edit it for the next time, I mean. And I guess that's it. So I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. It's gonna be an unlisted link. So I'm only gonna send it to you guys that have emailed me in this email address. So there'll be like, I don't know, 60 or so of you guys. Very exclusive club. The club will grow, but you guys are the first round. So congratulations. You're OG baby goats. If you don't know what OG is, look it up. And yeah. That's it. That's it for the first baby goats video. We'll see how this goes. And comment in this video. I'll respond to comments on this because it won't be a ton of people and won't be hectic. So give me some feedback or whatever. And let me know how you like it. Okay? Thank you, baby goats. I will see you next time.